Hello, this is Kevin from Gaming Revolution 1, and I'm bringing you Dead Rising 2 gameplay. Dead Rising 2 is the second installment of this franchise, and the third one does come out October 11th, and that is going to be amazing, I hope. It's kind of like, the story is going to be like the same map as Dead Rising 2, only it's Frank West instead of Chuck Green, but they did make an entirely new story mode for this game, and it looks really well done, and it looks amazing, that especially since they did this in such a short amount of time. But it will incorporate some of the same people that you did see in Dead Rising 2, but like I said, it's gonna be a different situation. It's not gonna be like same dialogue and stuff like that. It's not gonna be like, oh, they just used Frank West and hit the same dialogue and same situations and stuff. No, it's completely different, completely well done. Like, you know what I mean by that. It's like just gonna be with Frank West there, and they're also adding a new map to it. I think it's gonna be like a new location. It's called Uranus Zone. It is a space-themed like amusement park where you can. It's like pretty much it's like a sci-fi version of like Six Flags or something like that. It's very like, I wouldn't say small. It's one of the smaller maps. It's kind of small, but it's pretty cool. It looks very interesting, especially since they're adding new combo weapons that kind of seem to be oriented around that. That's like laser beam eyes, which look pretty cool. But besides that, it just seems like they're gonna keep pretty much everything the same. Only they're adding the camera element that he uses. Um, Frank is a journalist, in case you guys don't know. Frank is a journalist, in case you guys don't know. He carries around a camera, and he's pretty much searching for scoops, is what Dead Rising 1 focused around, and when that happens, he would take his camera and take pictures of whatever was going on. He would randomly do it. I don't think you had full control over the camera in Dead Rising 1 and Dead Rising 2. Ooh, off the record. You will have full control over that camera. You can take pictures of pretty much anything. Zombies, UN zombies. There's actually this new thing where you can grab hold of a zombie and do like a MySpace thing where you take a picture of like only your face and stuff. It seems very cool, and you actually get player points from it, which is just awesome, I think. And it just kind of brings this whole, it makes the camera element even more smooth than it was in Case West. Because for those of you that didn't play Case West, you were Chuck Green in Case West, but for some reason they still brought the camera element with you, because I guess because Frank West was there, but I don't know how you were able to take pictures because Chuck wasn't carrying the camera at all. But still, this camera element has me like looking forward to this game even more than I was, because this is one of my favorite game franchises. It's an amazing franchise, mainly because a lot of people know Capcom as the people that made like Mega Man. That's probably like their biggest title, but now Dead Rising seems to be like one of their bigger titles. Very interesting to me. I knew Capcom for like years, and I only found out like I knew they made the Mega Mans, but that's about it. There's like nothing else that they've made besides like Dead Rising and Mega Man, and there are like 20 Mega Man games. Ridiculous. But Dead Rising seems to be a very promising zombie experience, mainly because the combo weapons in Dead Rising 2, like this video is all about the combo weapons that are in Dead Rising 2, and hopefully if you haven't played this game and you want to play it, I strongly advise you buying it. And Dead Rising 2 off the record, if you want to wait until that comes out, well, here's the thing, you're not going to understand the story as much as the Dead Rising 2 person that like beat it a few times. Like I've beaten that story mode about like 3 or 4 times, because it's like the replay value is very high, and there's like different endings for different situations. Like I know there's 2 pretty decent endings, and then there's like a bunch of bad endings where like you kill your daughter, which is like bad. I would never advise you to do that. Like looking for Zymex is still kind of fun, even though it can be a challenge, or you can just buy it from a pawn shop. But still, it's a very fun thing to do. Even like I don't know. It's just very, very like fun to do. It's a very fun game. It's very active. It's kind of time oriented. It's a little more lenient than like some other games, but still time oriented around. I did not like that about that game at first, but it didn't seem as bad to me later on as I went further into the game, because the gaps between missions got bigger and bigger. to the point where it was like 12-hour like time periods where you could just do whatever and like kill zombies and save people and stuff like that. But the game seems to be very good, and then the trailers I've seen and the new combo weapons they're adding seem to be very promising. I've only seen 3 of the new combo weapons for the game. It's gonna be like, actually they've had a contest for the best combo weapon. I think it was the Thunder Hammer, where you combine a car battery and a sledgehammer. I know it already sounds awesome to me because like, who wouldn't want that? To be completely honest, I wanted one of those. I really just wanted to go take apart a car and attach it to a sledgehammer and like smash it in the ground and see what happens. You know, but you know it's against the law. But it's gonna be great. I hope, because really you can't go wrong. Because I really love the hell out of Dead Rising 2, and me being able to have another Dead Rising game to look forward to and adding a bunch of new elements to it. It's like the same map I was like you started with. You know. It's just a new story, a new thing. It's pretty, I don't know, I wouldn't call it like, it's not like a DLC, it's pretty much completely different. But, pretty much, it's going to be a similar map, it's going to be, a lot of similar things. You're going to see some familiar faces, you're going to be like, hey, I remember you from the last game, yeah, yay, and, I don't know, like, pretty much, it's going to be, I pray to be awesome, but, you know, it's Dead Rising. Like in Dead Rising 2, it was very comical with what they did. There was like a lot of funny things going on, or not so funny things. Like Chuck always had these like little like I want to say corny lines that he would say like against like a psychopath that he would face that was like completely crazy. But they were like very corny lines that you'd like really think of. Like I remember there was this motorcycle guy that like when he beat him, he does like a bunch of donuts so much, and then he gets off his bike, and like gasoline comes out, and when he's still doing the donuts or something, it catches on fire, and he gets off the bike, and he's like screaming at you that you're never gonna beat him, and then when he's like dying from the flames, Chuck goes, "Oh, you really were on fire," or something like that, something very very corny, and it's just kind of that like very light humor in a zombie apocalypse that you kind of expect from this franchise right now. Chuck, Chuck Green though, they pretty much made a really good personality for it. Like you pretty much understand what he's doing, why he's doing it, why it's important, stuff like that. I don't know if you got that element from Dead Rising 1 because I never played it, but I have seen like, you know, the whole game. Like not like some person that knows nothing about the past, but this game looks awesome because playing as Frank West, getting a camera, to be honest, I want to take pictures of the kills I get, because I'm gonna like blow up a bunch of zombies. I want to take a picture of that. Who wouldn't? Hang it on my wall. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. To be honest, make like a huge life-size poster of that and be like, beware of this. This will happen to you. That's how it'll be. And I'd be so happy if you could actually do it. Make like a little like billboard out of it. Be like, you come near this room, this will happen to you. And I don't know, it just seems really funny to me. It seems really fun. But if you know Dead Rising, their story is hardcore intense. You will feel bad for the people. You'll be like, what the hell is happening in that? You'll be like, it's really intense story pretty much. But the rest of the game is a joke. It's pretty much joking around for the rest of that game, which is really fun to me because pretty much they take the free roam aspect to a new height. But like you could skip an entire mission, and it'll be like, do you want to retry it and like you know get the perfect like be there, or do you want to like keep playing without doing that mission? If you don't do the mission though, you get a really bad ending, where it's like the story of Dead Rising 2 is to clear your name, and if you don't do that, the military will come and pretty much kick your ass, and then they get killed by these zombies. Oh, spoiler right there, but they do get killed by the zombies. Sorry. And when that happens, you will die with them if you get the shitty ending, which is what nobody wants, you know. And if you don't give your daughter Zombrex, that's another bad ending right there. But like even the good endings are like awesome, but it's like less satisfying than you understand. Like towards the end of the game, one of the big bad guys gets bitten, and you have to give him Zombrex, and if you don't, like this is what happens. He turns into a zombie, and when you're leaving, when you're gonna leave the area, apparently Katie forgets her backpack in the thing, so you have to run back and get it, and then you get swarmed in an elevator. End of game. But that's pretty much where Case West starts too, which is pretty cool how they incorporate that ending to the beginning of Case West, how Frank West and Chuck Green meet. Pretty much Frank rescues Chuck because of that, which is really cool. Like, pretty much if you saw that cutscene, you'd be like, oh, Chuck's dead. Goodbye, Chuck. No more next game. Oh, well, I think it's cool that they actually be like, this is where it happens after that with Case West. But Dead Rising 2 off the record is looking to be amazing. I'm probably gonna do a full walkthrough. It seems like I'm gonna be doing co-op with another guy from our channel, but that's not been confirmed yet. I plan on doing a full walkthrough for this game. To be honest, this game is amazing, and it seems worth to do a walkthrough for. If you want to see multiple walkthroughs, if this turns out to be an amazing idea, we will. It's up to you guys. Thank you.